Hi everyone, it's Tammy and I'm here to do a card making video for you guys. I think that this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to use mostly Stampin' Up! Products, and some of it is even free that you can get for free, even you, until the end of the month. I know that some people think, oh gosh, that doesn't apply to us. You have to be a hostess. No, that's not true. Hostesses have to still, earn their money or whatever, earn their free stuff. But once a year, they offer a sale-a-bration, which if you spend $50, you can pick anything in the sale-a-bration catalog for free. It is awesome. It's a great deal and it's a great time to try something new. And for the first card that I'm going to make, which is this cute little chick card, I'm using two things that I received for free. One of them is the stamp set and the other one is this paper. So we are going to go ahead and get started. I am using this free Honeycomb Happiness stamp set, which is absolutely adorable, and it has little honeycombs that you can put on the inside of these that look like this. This is our second card that we will be making. And both of these are fairly simple to make. And so for the first card, you're going to need a card base, and I picked out the Tip Top Taupe. One of the great things that I love about Stampin' Up! Is that the colors kind of match. It's not too matchy-matchy, but it's awesome because you can find things that match even if you aren't exactly sure with colors, because I am not the best at colors. I'm not the best at picking out colors. I'm not the best at making sure that colors match, but I think I can do a fairly decent job with the help of the bundle packs that Stampin' Up! Offers, and then they also kind of give you hints throughout the catalog as to what colors go together, which is kind of a nice thing for me. And I didn't have any help on these colors, honestly, so I'm hoping that it looks all right. To me, it looks fine, but I'm hoping that it does. But this is an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock that I've cut at 5.5, so I cut it in half. So this is 5.5 by 11, and then I fold it in half. So this is an A2 sized card, which comes out to 4.25 by 5.5. And then so I'm going to cut a piece of this, which is Blushing Bride, and I need to cut two pieces at 5.25 by 4. So I'm getting out my cutter, and this is not a Stampin' Up! Product. They do have Stampin' Up! Products cutters, but I just do not have one. So let's see, I'm going to cut this at 5.25 by 4. So I'll cut 4. Oops, and I didn't do a very good job of cutting. 4, and then 4 again, and then 5.25. And this is just going to be the inside of the card, and then also it will be the front of the card. And I'm taking my handy dandy ATG, and I'm going to just put a little bit of this on each of these. And I'm going to stick one to the inside, so you'll see how it gives a nice border all the way around. And then I'm going to stick this one to the front. Like so. And then also part of the designer series paper, I have this piece. It's from the birthday bouquet designer series paper series, which is available in the All Occasions catalog. And you get an assortment of different beautiful papers that have fronts and backs, and they're just beautiful colors. Mints and pinks and taupes and greens, and just beautiful. So I have a piece of that which is cut by 3 by 3.5, which I am just going to put right here in the middle. And then we're going to stamp this little chick just because I think it's so adorable. And I'm going to stamp it directly on to this, oh, what's it called? This is part of the free sale-a-bration. So I got this for free in the sale-a-bration, and it is perfectly artistic paper, and it has like a marbling paper. On one side it's just kind of a plain color, and then on the other side it's this beautiful marbling, and I just thought it was really neat, and it comes in some beautiful colors, and you get 2 sheets of everything, and it's just wonderful. So I thought that I would use that for my cute little chick, and you could choose to use the more yellow side, or you could choose to use the marbling side. On this one I used the marbling side just because I thought it was kind of a neat look. I think on this one I might go ahead and use this oh hello, or this yellow side. So I'm taking out my stamp. This is a rubber stamp, but it uses the plastic background, which is nice. You don't have, it's not a wood block. And I'm also going to use my Misty, which is available at mysweetpetunia.com. I really like this. I use it a lot now. I just recently got it, and I just think it's awesome. It's thebomb.com. Shelly, if you're watching, you will laugh at that. And I'm going to use some Memento ink. If you have the Stampin' Up! Archivers, or if you had Stays-On ink, any of those will be fine. I know that Archivers, the Stampin' Up! Sells the Stays-On. Maybe I'll just use that then. I'll use Stays-On. And this is going to, it's going to stain my stamp, but that's okay. And one little secret for these, they all come with a little, the Stays-On and the glues and all of those come with a little plastic case that you're supposed to leave on. And it's fine, but sometimes it's a pain to get off because you will get it on your fingers. I have found that if you take some glue dots and you stick the glue dot onto this pad, which I can't seem to get it to stick. Trust me. Famous last words, huh? Let's take some of these off. And we do sell glue dots too, of course. Glue dots are so handy. Well, I just can't get these little stinkers off. I'm going to just pull them off. And I'm putting a few of them on here because it's different heights. I don't know if you can see that, but these things stick up further than these things. So I want to make sure it gets a good stick. And it looks like that's all of them that are on here. Sometimes they're hard to see, so I might pick one more off. I'm going to put it over here on this side, and then one more on the other side. And then this puppy won't go anywhere, will it? And then I'm going to close the lid, and I will push against it. And hopefully now it will stick to the lid instead of sticking to the ink. Yes, yay. Oh, and then I just did that. That's goofy. Okay, I will stop playing with the ink. Okay, so I'm going to put this down where I want it, and then I'm going to close my Misty, and I'm going to ink up my cute little chick. I think Stays-On has a really good smell. I know that's kind of a weird thing to say, but I like it. And then you just push, and you make sure you have it where you want it or how you like it, and that looks fine to me. If I wanted to stamp it again, I could, or if I wanted to, you know, put some more on there and ink it up some more, whatever you want to do. And then I'm also going to do Oh Hello. And the last time I did it on the card, and it was a little crooked and I didn't really like it. So I'm going to go ahead and do my Oh Hello on here. And then I will just cut it out and I will show you. So this one's going to be just a tiny bit different. So let's stamp this up. Get a good inking on it. Oh, hello. Okay. So now I'm going to put the lid back on the ink, and I will clean those. So I'm going to actually fussy cut around my cute little chick. And I will cut this oh hello out. And we do not have a die for this little chick, but it's really not too bad to fussy cut, even if you wanted to get really close to the feathers, because not a lot sticks out, so it's not too bad. I kind of enjoy fussy cutting a little bit. It's kind of fun. I tease people and say that I could be a professional kindergartner. I just love cutting and pasting and coloring and all the things that you learn in kindergarten. If I could get a job being a professional kindergartner, I'd be there. Wouldn't that be fun? I guess maybe I have a job doing that now. If I think about it, I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So this right now, I'm working. How fun is that? And if I earn some money along the way, that's awesome. It'll help pay for my habit. And then you can use a punch to punch this out, or you can just cut it out. And I honestly don't think I have a punch right now that's handy, so I'm just going to cut it out. I'm in the middle of still moving my scrapbook stuff and all my crafting stuff, so I haven't moved everything down, and I do have a cute punch that might work, but I don't have it down here, so I will just cut this bad boy out. I have a cat visiting me. No, Fuzz, you can't have this stuff. Go on, goofball. Sometimes I get too close. That one's cutting it close. Woo! I like having fingernails, but sometimes they get in the way. Okay, so there we go. So I have my two little pieces cut out. And then where's my card? I lost it. Here it is. Here I am. And I'm going to use a Stampin' Right marker. This is in the color Peach Parfait to color his little feet and his little beak. And that's all the coloring we need to do on this one. And then I'm going to take my Stampin' Dimensionals, and I'm going to put about 3 of them on him. And put this on the card. Oh, how cute. You could be done right there. I mean, you could seriously be done. Now, I thought it needed a ribbon or something down here, and I didn't have anything that was a good color for this. So I found some washi tape in my stash that I'm using. This is just yellow washi tape. This is totally an extra step. You don't have to do this. And I know it's not a Stampin' Up! Thing, so I apologize for using non-Stampin' Up! Things, but I just wanted to put a little extra on here. So to do that, where's my washi cutter? And by washi cutter, I just mean one of these things. Gift card. And then I took this and I cut it in half, or at least kind of in half. So I'm just taking a strip of it, about yay long, just long enough to go across the 4 1/4. And I obviously still have some washi on here from a Plan With Me video. So I just kind of put it on here kind of straight. I try to get it as straight as I can, but it doesn't always work. And then I peel off them, and I usually have one that's bigger than the other. Whoops, and I just moved the tripod, I'm sorry. So I'm taking the bigger one, and I don't know which one that is until I peel them off sometimes. But I'm taking the bigger one and putting that one first. So I have a full strip, and then a smaller strip, and then finally I will have the smallest strip. And I'm just eyeballing the straightness and then where I want to put them. You can clip these, or you can just use your handy dandy washi cutter. Okay, and there's that. And then I'm going to put this here, and I think I'm going to use dimensionals to do that, but obviously my dimensionals are bigger than this. So one of the secrets that you can use, which isn't really a secret, it's just you need to use all of this, because even this part is a dimensional. It's just not as it's not already pre-cut. So I just cut it to whatever size I want. And sometimes I use those for my shaker cards. I will do one of those another time, but I'm just going to put 2 or 3 little pieces of this down. I think I'll do 3 just because it's kind of long and I don't want that middle to fall. So they fit just fine in there. And then I'm going to peel off my little paper. You don't want to put it upside down. Oh, hello. And there we go. There we have a cute little card. And on this one I put some rhinestones. You can absolutely do that. You don't have to. Whatever you like. So they're a little different, but very much the same. So very cute. And then let's go ahead and start on the other card. This one is using Watermelon Wonder as the base. And I thought that this matched those ice cream fairly well. Maybe not perfectly, but fairly well. So both of these papers are from the Birthday Bouquet Designer Series paper. And this stamp is from the Honeycomb Happiness stamp. So I'm going to use that, and so is the Your is Sweet. And then I just have a piece of Whisper White, and then I'm using the bow punch to make this beautiful bow. So let's get started with this card. For this card you need a piece of Watermelon Wonder, and I cut this one down the short side, so this was 8.5 by 11, so I cut it at the 8.5 side at 4 1/4, and then I'm going to then score it at 5.5. So it'll still be the same size card, it just has a different fold. And this cardstock, it is pretty important that you use a bone folder because it's very thick and just, it's beautiful cardstock. One of the reasons I love Stampin' Up! Is because of the beautiful cardstock. And then, so I'm also going to then need to cut this, you better watch it, little monkey man, at, no I'm not cutting this. Oh, here comes my cat. Fuzzy. He's so sweet. Okay, I'm going to cut this at 5 1/4 by 2 inches. So I want it to go up and down. So I'm going to go to the 2-inch mark, cut it this way, and then 5 1/4. So it'll give it a little bit of a border. Right here. So it's going to look like that. And I'm going to go ahead and take my ATG and put this down here. And then I need a piece of Whisper White, and my Whisper White is cut at 2 by 3. And this Whisper White paper, I am telling you, it is so smooth. It feels like the plum paper planner paper. I love it. So this is my short side, so I'm going to do this one at 2. Kind of moved it a little bit, but I think we'll be all right. And this one is at 3. You know what? I'm going to turn it this way again and then cut it again. I think I might need a new blade in my cutter. 2 by 3. And I'd like for you guys, if you don't mind, to tell me if you can hear me okay, because again, I'm in a new room and I just want to make sure that everything is good. If not, I'm going to purchase a microphone. Actually, my husband said that he would purchase one for me, but I'm not really sure if I need one. I think that this room, everything sounds a little louder. So I'm going to take out my ice cream cone, which again was free with a $50 purchase. And I'm going to put him kind of in the middle. And once I get him where I want him, I'm going to stamp him up with the jet black stays on, or ink him up. I keep saying stamp him up, which is not what I'm doing. Oops, and I moved the tripod again. Woo, I really moved it. You guys went for a ride. Sorry. I love the smell of that. And then I'm just going to push it down and then carefully lift it up, and beautiful. Voila. And then I also, while I have this stampy thing out, I want to put a "You're So Sweet" on the bottom of this. I was going to use Tip Top Taupe for this coloring, and I forgot. Oh well. You know what? This is Stampin' in Real Life. So I'm going to put this, let's make sure I have it the right way. Yes, I do. I've done that before. You get it all lined up and then you stamp and it's upside down. Trials and tribulations. See how it's not exactly like crisp? Oh crap. Oh yay. Oh. Whew. Stamp it in real life. That was luck, guys. Now it's a lot better, so I'm good with that, and I'm putting this stamps it away. Put that inking down. There we go. Crazy talk. Okay. So I'm going to still take my Tip Top Taupe and I'm going to kind of flick around the edges of this, just because I like that look. I'm going to go in just a little bit. And this is such an easy technique, but I think it gives it so much more dimension and gives it a little bit of, I don't know, something to look at, some excitement. And you know what, while I have this out, and because I used that Stays On ink, I'm going to take my watercolor brush, which is available on the catalog as well. That's part of the annual catalog. And I'm just going to color some of this Tip Top Taupe right onto the ice cream cone. And because I used the Memento ink, no I didn't, I used Stays On ink, either way, either one, or the archival ink, all of them would allow you to do this without moving that black ink around. And then once you've done that, you can just clean your brush like this to make sure that it cleans straight, or bleeds clear, and then you've got the ink out, and there you go, it's good for next time. It's just a really simple, super easy technique that I just love. And then we can put a honeycomb on here because I think that is adorable. And they come in a package like this, and you get, I don't know how many. You get several. Does it tell you? 12. So you get plenty. And there's white and pink and mint. So here's this pink color. Maybe I'll use that one on this one. And there is white. And then here is the mint. I'll use the pink one on this one. And this is fabulous. You just peel off one of the sides of the honeycomb, its sticker, and you put it where you want it. And then you peel off the other side. Stretch, that's funny. Huh, you could do something like that too. But it's made to fold over. And then it goes on the other side. Isn't that cute? Oh, now these cards you obviously couldn't mail like this. You'd have to mail with it flat, and then they'd have to peel the piece off, unless you put it in a big envelope or put it with something. But I just think that's so cute. So I am going to do that, and then I'm going to use this banquet, or this birthday bouquet paper that looks like confetti. On the other side it has a ribbon, and I'm going to cut out or punch out 2 pieces to make a sweet bow. So let's see. 1, 2. I just keep hitting this. And this bow needs glue dots to make them. And what you do is you can take your scissors or your bone folder, whichever, and kind of help the fibers know what they need to do. So you just kind of move this piece along, so because it's going to fold, and I'll show you what I mean. But here, when you punch, you get pieces that look like this. You get 2 of each. You only need 1 of these, so you can toss one of them, but you need 2 of these. These are the little ends of the bow, and this is actually the bow. So let's show you how that works. I've taken it and I've kind of given it a hint as to how it needs to fold. I'm going to put a glue dot on the edge, and then I'm going to stick these 2 ends together. And already you can see that it's going to be a bow. And then I'll do the same thing with this side. And then I'm going to take, I'm going to take one of these, and I'm going to, I think I put a glue dot underneath here. Or, yes I did. I'm going to put a glue dot on here and push these 2 together. So now it really is starting to look like a bow, right? And then this is the middle piece, so I'm just going to put a glue dot on the edge of that piece, put this down, fold it around, let it know where it's going, and then I'm going to take another glue dot and put it on the end, so that when it's folded, it sticks together like so. And then I will put a glue dot on each of these ends, so right there, and I will put it in the middle or wherever I decide I want it. You can make it stick out this way, you can make it go down, whatever floats your boat. I like it just a little bit out, so it's overlapping this, and so this one will too. So I just put one on the other side and kind of line it up where I want it, and then stick that. Now that was my cat. Jambo. They've both been visiting me. They are excited about this new room. They're like, this is pretty cool, Mom. And then I'm going to put some glue dots on the back. I'm probably going to overdo it with glue dots. I'll put one there, and then I'll put one on each side. You probably don't need that many, and honestly, usually I'm very frugal with these, but I just want to make sure that the bow stays down and in place where I want it to be. So there we go. And, oh, you know what I should have done before I opened this? I should have put this down, because now it's going to be harder to put some glue on. So, yikes. all right. No harm, no foul. So you just stick that on there. You're so sweet. And then I put this bow kind of on the top, wherever you feel like it looks good. And stick it down, and there you go. Isn't that cute? And then, oh, I need to cut a piece for the inside. So I need a piece that is 4 by 5 1/4. So this will be the 5 1/4 side by 4, which it already is. And I'm just making sure that fits all right. Yes, indeed. I don't know why I was double checking, just because I'm weird like that. And this is just a piece of Whisper White, which is a lot of fun to write on because it's so smooth. You'll be able to write a nice note to someone. And there we go. So there are our 2 cards. Lickety split. How long did that take us? 30 minutes to make 2 cards. I'd say that's a hit. And a lot of this was free. The stamp set was free. That is amazing. And there's still a cute balloon that you can do something with. So here's 2 ideas with this one stamp set, and there's many, many more. So I hope that you guys like it, and I hope you take advantage of the sale. You can shop at my shop. The link is down below. It's just TT.Scraps.stampinup.net, and it's open 24/7. If you place an order, it will come right to your house. So that's fantastic. And they have great customer service, and I promise you will love the product. And if you're interested in joining a club, I have 3 different clubs, and if you want to check those out, I'll link those below too. So thank you very much. I hope you have a great day.